Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood. Join me once again by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, and that dude in the chair, Shane Husky. Welcome to another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro
live from Florida.
It is Monday Night Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta start. Let me start this out right now. I want to say, can you guys do me a big solid? Very close person, someone very close to me, is dealing with a bout of COVID.
Oh no!
Today, this person's oxygen level dropped dramatically, and
oh shit!
You guys know my mom, when she died from COVID, it was because her oxygen level really dropped. So I'm a little worried. So if I seem a little preoccupied, that's why. So just
hopefully they'll pull through.
Thoughts and prayers. And yeah, all that cool shit, man. So before we get started,
what?
Let me look in the chat to see if that person's in the chat. They're not in the chat yet. But Shane, your birthday is Wednesday.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shane will be the ripe old age of what?
28.
28 years old.
He's a youngster.
I'm 20.
I'm a youngster
20 years
born
old
in the mid 90s, where we had the best cartoon show ever in that era.
That is true. You had some good ones. You had some bangers.
Yeah, they did have some bangers. But Shane, this right here,
what
is going to be the bangingest banger of all. This person not only is a very high-ranking WWE athlete, this person is a friend of the channel.
Really?
This person is fucking 1,000% amazing.
The modern day Maharaja?
No. Even better than modern day Maharaja. This person, Shane, took time out of their busy schedule to do something nice for you.
Oh, really?
Shane, this is what we're going to do.
What?
I'm going to go ahead and put this out here right about now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shane. I hope you have the best birthday ever. Cheers to life. And stay safe. Have a great night. Happy birthday.
Wow, wasn't expecting that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
He said, wow. Like, that's all you got?
Wow, that was great.
I don't want Shane to stand up right now.
Yeah, don't stand up, Shane. Don't stand up.
Knocking over tables, knocking over the laptop, microphone.
Yeah, so WWE NXT Superstar Nikita Lyons, the hottest thing in NXT right now, blowing up social media, number one on pretty much a lot of shit.
Yeah, she is.
Future, that was awesome. I really
Hall of Famer.
That.
And you know what, Shane? She just was like, you know what? I'll do something nice for Shane. And I was like, you know what? That'd be nice. And she was like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. So here, Shane. One more time for Shane.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shane. I hope you have the best birthday ever. Cheers to life. And stay safe. Have a great night. Happy birthday.
Again, that really means a lot. I'm very happy about that.
Hey, you want to know something, Shane? You want to
what?
Something really funny?
What?
She is literally 20 minutes from where you are right now in Florida.
Get out of here.
You know she lives in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. She's like 20 minutes from where you are right now.
Wow.
Hey, man, you need to get down to that NXT taping tomorrow.
Yeah, you better get on there.
I better. Shit.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, man.
Go put on your tie-dye shirt. And
no, seriously, guys, I really do appreciate that. That was an awesome gift. I'm kind of speechless right now, so I don't know what to say.
I'm going to send the video to her so she can. She was going to jump in the chat. I don't know if she jumped in the chat or not yet, but
yeah, Nikita Lyons, future NXT Women's Champion, right over there.
That's right. Shout out to Nikita Lyons for giving my boy a quick birthday shout out. You know, and unlike most people, that's not a cameo. That was a straight up video sent to me.
Wow.
Man, Shane, you should go to the NXT taping and have her sign the Wicked Crazy Podcast Championship.
Oh yeah. Then I would actually
don't do that.
Then I would actually have to keep it.
Because then Shane will lose it right away.
Shane would never send it back.
No, I mean, like, yeah, about that crazy Pinnacle champion.
Like, yeah, TSA took it away from me.
Alligators ate it.
Alligators
get through custody with it. Alligator snatched it.
Yeah, alligator snatched it. I was trying to defend myself, so the only thing I had to throw away was the title. I couldn't think anything. Yeah, sorry.
Shane's already over here trying to make sure he doesn't have to lose the championship. Look at this guy.
Oh, man. That was awesome. I'm really happy about that.
I'll let her know that. As a matter of fact, I'll text her and tell her you really enjoyed it. Hey, so before we start the show out, let's talk about this.
What?
Sasha Banks and Naomi just walk around at Raw.
I heard that.
Literally put the tag team belts on John Laurinaitis' desk and just dipped.
So here's the thing. All right. Sasha's got a little bit more pull than Naomi. Sasha is there. She's on everything. She's on, she's pretty much like one of their flagship, probably second only to Charlotte Flair. She's their flagship women's champion, who's been there for however many years. They're always talking about Sasha this, Sasha that. She's held so many championships. They've built so many feuds, so many storylines around her. Plus, she's on Disney. That doesn't hurt. So she's got a lot of equity. She's got a lot of clout. Naomi, on the other hand, doing it in solidarity. I get it. But remember the curtain call with the Click before Hall and Nash.
She's about to be Triple H. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And that's my only fear. Sasha may get they may be like, we're going to strip you guys of the championship, and Sasha, you got a feud with Lacy Evans. Something like that. Whatever. Naomi, back in the line, bitch.
Well, I can see that. I totally can see that happening. And that would suck.
And that would suck because when Naomi goes back in the line, you know how long it takes for her to get back to the front.
Yes. It took her many years to get another championship shot.
Bruh.
After what she won it at what was it, WrestleMania 33?
Yeah, maybe in 33. And then she had to give it up because she was injured.
Yes.
And it took her forever to get back in a championship spotlight of any type. So to do an act of defiance in the face of Vince McMahon and WWE, that's kind of, she may end up in a match with Veer Mahan getting choked out.
Wow. That right there would be totally
intergender
wrong.
wrestling for the first time.
Vince may be like, hey, somebody call Awesome Kong. We need her tonight.
Wow. That's fucked up, even though she retired.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you guys make of this? Like, they legitimately walked into Laurinaitis' office and threw the belts on the table and left because of the 6-man tag team or the 6-pack challenge that they were involved in.
So it was going to be Naomi, Sasha, and Asuka versus.
No, it was going to be It was going to be a 6-pack challenge. It was going to be Liv Morgan, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Becky Lynch, and the women's tag team champions in a 6-pack challenge to determine who was going to face
Piper Niven and Nikki Ash.
To whoever, to see who was going to face Bianca Belair at Hell in a Cell. So apparently,
and since they're the tag team champions, they weren't going to win.
Well, yeah, and since they were the tag team champions, they weren't going to win, and because egos, more likely, got involved. Sure. So someone was like, "Oh, I'm fucking not happy about this. I got to go out there and I got to put someone else over."
Well, hold on. Not egos. The three of us have discussed repeatedly on this show about how stupid it is to have your champions go out there Like anybody wear a title and get into a match and lose and get pinned.
I 1000% agree with where you're going.
So
I totally understand it.
So I could see 6 non-title holders in that match, 6 people who don't have belts. But to put your tag team champions in there and to have them lose, that is kind of stupid. And from a creative storytelling point of view, it doesn't tell a good story for your tag team champions, and it doesn't advance their storyline with anybody else either, because right now they're currently feuding with, whoever. They're feuding with Natty and Shayna Baszler. So it doesn't help that cause. It doesn't help tell anything about that story. I doubt it would have brought Piper Niven and Nikki ASH into a feud with them. All you have is your tag team champions getting pinned. And, that's, pretty silly.
And see, and that's the issue that I have with the whole women's tag team gimmick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of these women being put into these matches that have no fucking stakes, that don't matter. It's stupid.
Well, see, in this instance, the match did have stakes, but it did nothing for your tag champs. Exactly. That would have been like,
it just would have made them look weak,
That would have been like putting DiBiase, Hercules Hernandez, the Killer Bees, Macho Man, and Hulk Hogan.
These are all names Shane don't know except for Hogan and Macho.
In a 6-pack challenge for the Intercontinental title. Well, Hogan ain't gonna win because he's got no use for the Intercontinental title. Macho Man probably
he ain't gonna be the one to get pinned either.
Gonna win. And are you gonna have Macho pin Hogan, or are you gonna let the Killer Bees pin Hogan, or DiBiase?
I get what you're saying.
Or Hercules, yeah.
But also on the flip side, neither one of the Raw Tag Team Champions had to be pinned. It could have been, Becky could have got pinned like she did tonight. It could have been Becky that got pinned. It could have been Liv Morgan, who was like a pin cushion. It could have been any one of those. So, but the fact that they walked into the office, threw their tag team titles on the table, and left. That ego or not, that screams to me unprofessionalism.
No, yes, it is.
If you didn't want to work the match, all you had to do was say, yo, I'm not interested in working this goddamn match. Can you put 2 other people in it? And I'm pretty sure they would have did that. But to walk out of the TV taping like that, I don't care what the issue is. Like me as a professional wrestler, I get that they were upset. But as a promoter or a booker or someone that's in charge, for me to have to rewrite a whole segment because you decided to just piss off, like, that's not cool. And you're supposed to be the benchmark. You're supposed to be like someone who is respected. You're a champion. When you're a champion, you're held in higher esteem than most people.
Well, we all remember what happened when they tried to book Steve Austin against Brock Lesnar, and Steve was like, nah. And he
left.
Taking your ball and going home.
Yeah, took his ball and went home.
So they actually just dropped their titles in the office, just like, we're just gonna head out. Sean
Ross Sapp at FIFO Select basically said it. They just walked in, put the belts on the table, and they left.
So
he's currently looking up, trying to get a hold of someone else to confirm more information. And this isn't like that BS report that came out earlier this week. Shout out to my boys at Grapsody. Shout out to my boy Will. The shit that they were saying, oh, Will Washington said this, he said that. Will Washington didn't say none of that shit. Sometimes people just assume things. They hear one thing, and I always tell my kids this, and I tell people this:
don't assume stuff.
Don't hear me. Listen to me.
Yes.
Because I hear all types of shit all day. Every day I work, I hear all types of shit. But if I'm listening to someone, then I'm understanding, I'm comprehending. Even in relationships, friendships, loving relationships, marriage, whatever it is, don't hear them, listen to them.
Correct.
So you can't. If I'm listening to you, I can't come up with some. Oh well, I was talking to Julian. Julian said this, this, and this, but what he really meant was this, this, and this. No, what did Julian say to me? What did Shane say to me? Was I listening when he told me this?
Correct.
That's where that comes from. So if they walked out, they left the tag team belts and they left. I mean, man. I mean, sometimes you get pissed and you just, I'm done with it. I get it. I totally 1000% get it. But as a champion, as someone representing the brand, as someone that the promotion is putting their faith in, dude, that was
here's the other problem that it presents. We've talked about this before also. Raw has a very limited cast, if you want to call it that. So putting in 2 other people may have been a little bit difficult. So you scrap the 6-pack challenge and you have the one-on-one with Asuka versus Becky Lynch. All right. Fine. Which, I mean, to me sounds like a better idea anyway. But I think the fallout from this is, number one, you could have the tag belts change hands in Rio de Janeiro in a dark match. And number 2, like I said, for Naomi, not going to get the same type of punishment as Sasha. And
now keep in mind, and I get what you're saying. Keep in mind, this was a statement from the WWE on Naomi and Sasha Banks. The statement says, when Sasha Banks and Naomi arrived at the arena this afternoon, they were informed of their participation in the main event of tonight's Monday Night Raw. During the broadcast, they walked into WWE Head of Talent Relations John Laurinaitis' office with their suitcases in hand, placed the tag team championship belt on the desk, and walked out. They claimed they weren't respected enough as a tag team champions, even though they have 8 hours to rehearse and construct their match. They claimed they were uncomfortable in the ring with 2 of their opponents, even though they had matches with these 2 individuals in the past with no consequences. Monday Night Raw is a scripted television live TV show whose characters are expected to perform the requirements of their contract. We regret we were unable to deliver as advertised tonight's main event. That was a statement from the WWE. Now, that can mean 1 or 2 things. 1, Naomi and Sasha had heat with maybe Asuka and Charlotte, or maybe it was Charlotte, Asuka and Becky, or maybe it was heat with Nikki ASH and Piper Niven, or whatever. But if you have heat with them, don't fucking work the match with them. Work spots with other people. There are guys in this industry that
luckily
can't stand.
I'll give you the perfect example. When Riddle and Rollins had a heat with each other, I believe it was during that Elimination Chamber, they didn't work with each other. They worked with separate people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now everyone on Facebook is saying, "Oh, Sasha deserves better. Sasha deserves better." You know what? True statement. Maybe she does deserve better. I'm not saying she doesn't.
But she also does this like every other year, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. And people are like, put some respect on her name. Team Sasha. Dude, as a professional wrestler,
those are Sasha Banks stands.
I'm cool with it. I understand.
Yes.
By them being 2 black women also, yes. I'm okay. I understand the situation. I understand the assignment. I totally understand it. But look, it was really unprofessional.
Yes.
The way the WWE, okay, and it's on both sides. I'm not gonna take sides, but I'm gonna tell you this:
it's literally on both sides of the party that are involved. Yeah,
both parties are wrong. The WWE as a whole is wrong with the way they're treating their champions. Yeah, we've discussed it 100,000 times in this podcast.
We have,
like, literally just have one women's tag champion. Literally,
well, not even the women's tag team. It's just the situation.
Yeah,
but on the flip side, if you're not happy at your job, quit, right?
Correct.
Go find another job.
Yeah.
If you sign a contract, there's a legally binding contract.
Correct.
You're representing the company as their champions. There has to be another way to make it work. And this situation before Raw went on the air, when it came out, dude, It totally 1,557 billion% overshadow everything. Now, Sasha Banks, Naomi, they are incredible talents, regardless of whether the WWE or wherever. They can be wrestling at Joe's Crab Shack and fucking Tallahassee, whatever, and they will still be appreciated for who they are.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, it's, dude, I don't know.
So let's go back to what we talked about respecting your champions. Having your tag team champions in a non-tag team match. So if this was the tag team triple threat match, that's one thing. But this was essentially a singles match.
Yeah.
Where you had your tag team champions in there. This is not a tag team function. And the tag team titles are not at stake in any way, shape, or form. In fact, you're trying to figure out who's going to go against the Raw Women's Tag Team Champion, number one contender. So are you trying to say that maybe Sasha and Naomi were going to become, we're going to face Bianca? Or that's kind of a waste of a match, because now you're not going to have them fight twice in the same night. So, I mean, do more with your resources. Sorry, do better with your resources.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, you could have found two other women, or better yet, you could have made it a fatal four-way.
Yeah.
And people are criticizing the match tonight. They're like, "Oh, this Sasha Banks. This match between Becky and Asuka was sloppy. It was, dude. That match was thrown together in the last fucking minute.
Yeah, Asuka knows how to work.
Like, the match was thrown together in the last minute. You guys gotta understand. Like, this wasn't something that was like, hey, we planned this out the whole day. No. There's so many layers to this onion, man. You're like, you got to peel back the layers. You know what I'm saying?
It's like what Shrek says. There's layers to this onion.
And I will tell you this: my mom used to say this to me and my sister and my little brother all the time. There's your side.
Oh yes.
There's my side. No. There's your truth. There's my truth, and then there's the truth.
Correct.
No one wants to be the villain in there.
One side of the story. Listen, two sides of the story.
No one.
I've been saying it for a long time. Don't just judge by one story just because this person said that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
No one wants to be the villain in their own story.
Yeah.
And I want question is asked: who are they uncomfortable with?
Right. Like, who are they?
That's like who they have heat with. Like who's the one that they were like, I don't want to fucking work with them.
Who's the new Nia Jax?
Wow, that was shots fired.
And
Stephanie Hypes, one of our good friends of the channel, she posted on Twitter, WWE releasing that statement just comes off so messy.
Yeah.
Leave it back.
Corey Graves was like blatantly said, they left unprofessionally right on the air.
We know the WWE. We know how the WWE works. Oh, this person doesn't want to sign a contract with us. Oh, well, they were trouble anyway.
They were trouble.
They were trouble.
But you know what's crazy though? So you have the 6-pack challenge, and it's like, we didn't have anybody else to fill those other two spots. But clearly backstage, we saw Tamina, we saw
Danner,
we saw what's her name? We saw Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw Dana Brooke.
Selena Vega. There could have been one.
I mean, they have people.
Look, and there's also things like this. Look, people are saying, like, some of the language I'm seeing being used regarding Sasha and Naomi walks out is ridiculous. Okay, I get it. Us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, I'm saying it as a wrestler and as a person who is in charge of running a company. It's unprofessional to walk out.
Definitely unprofessional.
But there's also negligence on the company's behalf.
Yes.
And they're like, we only have context provided by the WWE as of right now. Like, the WWE is one issuing statements. Sasha and Naomi are on Twitter right now blasting the WWE. They're being professional about it.
Yeah.
They're not saying, fuck these guys, but no, they haven't said anything. But a lot of people are saying this, and now that I'm sitting back here thinking about it, this sounds like a witch hunt for the first Black women's tag team champions of the WWE. Like everyone's like painting them in a negative light. You know, the story got ugly real fast.
Right.
It's not going to be a easy thing. Like no way, shape, or form this story going to end like in a very positive light.
Or maybe it's a work. Maybe they're working the fans. Maybe they're going to be heels.
Heels? Aren't they kind of already heels?
It depends on who you ask.
True.
I don't know, but I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for this story to really unfold because, you know, I mean, there's so much stuff. Oh my God. Like this, you know, like I said, regardless of like whether they stay in the WWE or not, they're both two amazing talents.
Yes, they are.
And, you know, by far they should be treated right. You know, they shouldn't be treated like that. They shouldn't have been treated. And we've all talked about how women's wrestling in the WWE, the women are being treated. I totally get it. They're like, yo, we're sick and tired of this crap. You guys aren't treating us right. Goodbye.
Correct.
Time for Telly to go bye.
So it is. So let's start out with this ridiculous Monday Night Raw.
Raw. Time to get
Raw. Raw opens up with another friggin' video package. The commentators hyping the steel cage match. And then lo and behold, the first match on the card is the steel cage match. Your boy.
We're going to start off with a banger.
Your boy, Bobby Lashley. The
big, meanie men slapping me in a cage.
So we start off with Bobby Lashley and my favorite.
He's so big.
He's
so big.
So damn big.
Just massive. Like, man.
He's so big.
He's always pulsating like Jesus Christ.
I don't even have my Bluetooth with me, but he's so big.
Wow. All right. So Omos comes out first with MVP. MVP is all smiles. Omos smiling. We never thought I'd see that shit. MVP says, we're about to witness a spectacle of destruction. Who says that?
Who? Spectacle.
That's almost as bad as saying you're the destroyer of gods and you haven't had a wrestling match before. But you know, he's taking shots at his former client. Then he puts Omos over, and Omos gets like the boos get louder and louder for Omos. Like people really fucking hate Omos.
Yeah, you know why?
Because he's so big.
Sure, because he's
people
so
want
big.
to be like, they want to be like Omos.
Because
like,
people can't be 7 foot tall.
They're like, dude, he's 7'3", 403 pounds.
He can't
so
see that.
Big.
Yes.
He's just so big.
I've got to say, I mean,
he's
MVP must have sprayed him Febreze because he's not stinking up the ring like he used to.
Because he's so big.
Yeah.
It's because he's so big.
He's actually getting a little bit better.
You know why he's getting better? You want to know why he's getting better?
Why?
Because he's so big.
I mean, you know what, man? Hey, look, you play on a string.
He's so big.
You play on a string, and you're just like, hey, he's big, he's strong.
Hey guys,
you can't, you know, you can only do so much in a cage.
You can't teach that, you know.
You know, no, I mean, he's not going to be doing those sunset flips in a cage. So,
man, if he ever does a sunset flip, whoo.
Canadian destroy off the cage.
Oh no! Yeah. Can you imagine Omos doing a one-winged angel?
Wow! Can you imagine doing a sunset flip on top of the cage?
Oh my god!
An out table on the floor.
Oh man, yes, do it.
So we were in our group chatting.
Oh my god! It was the corkscrew plancha.
Wow!
Words you
must have a shooting star press. Right before the whole thing started, here comes Cedric Alexander. Cedric runs down and attacks Lashley from behind on the ramp. It was ridiculous. I was on the.
Someone do a shooting star press in this match. It gets up to you.
Cedric was the only light person to do the shooting star press.
So like Lashley comes out, Cedric attacks him. Then like everyone, their mom comes to break it up. Then the cage, they get to the cage. The match is started in the cage, and it's just, it was just two big meaty men slapping meat. I mean,
oh man, I love
all
it.
it really was. There was
Yeah.
nothing to it. MVP.
They're slapping meat.
Cane shot through the steel cage.
No,
wall.
you know what's even better about that? An MVP poked another big man with a stick.
Jesus Christ.
Now, here's the funny thing. The gap in the cage in the corner that MVP can get his arm through.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all just went and got the cheapest cage you could find.
Right?
Where are you located? You couldn't even find cages that connect. Just
they went to Home Depot and bought some generic fencing. We're like, fuck it, let's make a cage.
Someone was like, we're a couple inches short. Oh well.
Oh well. We're fine.
Omos flattens Omos with the big boot on Lashley though, bro. Oh my god.
Because his boot is so big.
He's a practicer.
Yeah.
Then once again, Lashley's climbing again. He's climbing the cage, and oh my god, here comes Cedric again, climbing the cage from the outside.
And he grabbed him and just. Phew.
Now Cedric did kick Lashley from the top of the cage. Lashley grabbed him and launched Cedric to the top of the cage to the floor. Dude, man, to see Lashley dive off the top turnbuckle onto Omos,
that was
get
great.
Caught in midair.
I popped,
bro. And Lashley feeling like Rey Mysterio when Kevin Nash lawn-darted him into the side of that mobile home.
Yeah. Man, I was expecting Bobby Lashley to do a blockbuster Canadian Destroyer. Shit.
Man, that's
and then one thing I did like is they show Bobby, working the shoulders and work of Omos to kind of soften him up for the full Nelson. So little bit of a little storytelling there.
He was basically like limb targeting everything.
Yeah. I don't know. It was actually a good match, but the whole thing about and this is so WWE.
Yeah.
The simple fact that he throws him into the cage and the cage wall falls down.
Correct.
And Bobby somehow Omos is just standing there like, I don't know what happened. Like, what happened over here? I don't know what happened. You threw him to the cage door.
Oh my God.
He's just like, what happened? Why is he outside? So instead of getting out of the cage, like a normal guy would have done to win the match, he was like, he's laying on the cage. His feet haven't touched the ground. Let me stand here with my hand on my head and wait for him to go.
I mean, why MVP wasn't screaming, get out the cage, get out the cage?
Why would you have to scream, get out the cage? You know what?
He's new.
Let me tell you.
Hey, man, he was a bodyguard before this. A doorman.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you
he was.
Let me tell you how stupid some of this is.
He doesn't know these things.
Bob, let me tell you something, man. I've learned over the last, I would say 2.5 years, due to COVID and the performance center era, what do they call it?
Raw on the ground.
No, when the WWE did those tapings, what do they call the
Thunderdome?
The Thunderdome. There we go. The Thunderdome era. Okay, so with the Thunderdome era, what I've learned is people are stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, people are stupid. Like that one time where Drew McIntyre was wrestling for the championship, and MVP said, "Hey, Drew," and Drew stopped and was like, "Huh?" Yeah, remember that?
I was just playing
not once or twice. Hey, Drew, huh?
Like, did he just suddenly forget what he was supposed to do when that was happening? Like, hey, Drew, shit, I forgot what I was gonna do.
He's like, huh? Are you talking to me? You fucking morons. Bobby Lashley won this match tonight because Omos was like, huh? He's outside the cage. What do I do now?
Oh, you just put your one foot over the other.
Hey, but you know what? It even took Bobby a minute. Like,
Bobby was like, let me sell this bump real quick. Okay, it's done.
I'm so devastated. Okay, I'll stand up.
He really was like that. He's like, oh my freaking God, dude, just go over the ropes.
Pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So Bobby Lashley wins the match. After the match, Lashley
he didn't even follow the script.
Lashley is the winner. His feet touch the ground first, obviously.
I don't think Bobby Lashley was supposed to win that match. He was just like, screw it.
Then they go to a video package of how Tommaso Ciampa defeated Ali last week with Miz as the referee. And then we have Theory, your WWE United States Champion Theory. Theory comes out to the ring. Theory's like, yo, what's up? I'm the United States Champion, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Right? So here we are. Champs out there. We think we're getting a U.S. Championship match. They announced.
You know what, Ali, you don't deserve this.
They announced Ali versus Theory.
Yep.
So we're already getting into the WWE announcing matches that ain't gonna fucking happen. So they announced Theory. Theory comes out, and then he says, "You know what? You got a special guest referee. Special guest referee is gonna be The Miz."
Because Theory went back to Vince's office and said, "I feel like I'm being disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm wrestling Ali. He doesn't deserve a shot at my U.S. title. You need to do something different. Get Veer."
Yeah.
And oh boy.
Send Veer.
Send her.
Veer comes down. Here. And you know what? I'm going to say this, man. I just dropped your interview earlier today. Well, it should have been dropped on BuySlam.net with a gentleman that faced Veer a few weeks ago.
Who did not run a barbecue shack.
Yeah, Shane and were very upset.
Liars.
That he didn't run a barbecue shop.
And he promoted it. And he still didn't run the
liars, I tell you.
That's Mr. Everything you're talking about. You need to watch your mouth talking about Mr. Everything, okay? He promotes every fucking thing, okay?
Everything.
Even the barbecue shop down the street. He was like, yo, I do this.
Well, the next time he needs to promote my Twitch channel, dang it.
Hey, next time, maybe we're going to promote your Twitch channel too.
I mean, hey, listen, next time when you get on Raw or SmackDown, here's a little note, promote my Twitch channel. Yeah, good.
So go check out my boy Victor Andrews on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, talking about his match with Veer.
Any man with two hands could eat barbecue.
Oh, man. Something is wrong with you, Julian. It's Monday. You're a little saucy today.
It's Monday. You know what that means.
Yeah, apparently Julian's mad about some barbecue sauce, but okay. Why does my watch keep coming on? God damn it. Anyway, so we get Veer Mahan versus Mustafa Ali, and Mustafa Ali just does what no one else has done right from the gate. Just drop kicks him right in the face, and he was whooping Veer's ass.
Yep, sure was.
Nobody expected Veer to get beat down like that.
Straight from IKEA.
And the spot where he was going to do the dive onto Veer, and all of a sudden he hits the ropes and he comes back and he stops. Like if you read his mouth, he said, "What the fuck?" Miz was like, 1, 2. I was like,
Miz was being a fair referee. I don't know what everyone gets.
Miz was doing his job, man.
Yeah,
he was counting them out, which was funny because he was like, "Hey, man, I'm just doing my job. Why are you getting mad? What's your problem?" And then I faced him. I was like, okay, here we go. You fucking pie faced him. Great. Okay, that's weird. Good evening. Yes, I get it. Good evening. Go off.
Do you not know how to work electronics?
Hey, shut your pie hole, loser. How many championship belts do you have, Shane?
1.
Exactly. And after what, 2 weeks, you're not going to have it again?
No, I'm going to retain that, and I'm also going to take your belt.
Unless you go, wow.
Yeah.
You know what, Shane? Shane's getting a little look. Shane,
hey man, give him Mouse a cookie.
His birthday. He got Nikita Lyons wishing him happy birthday.
Yeah.
He got his aluminum championship belt on the shoulder.
And little to behold, people don't know for a fact that, courtesy by the franchise, I'm undefeated in professional wrestling, and I'm also 1-0 in wrestling history.
True statement. Shane has had one professional wrestling match that he actually won.
And I'm retired, and I'm not coming back.
How did you win that match, though, Shane? How'd you win that match?
Oh, man, I don't know. And some referee named, I don't know, guy of signs just left on the banana field like that.
Wasn't there a wrestler that helped you win that match, though?
Yeah. I think courtesy by the franchise.
Oh, it was me. Oh,
yeah.
Right. I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Some guy.
My whole entire family was there.
Yep, Shane has a wrestling name, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you, it's not a perverted thing to say it. It's not 9 o'clock, but I'm going to say it anyway. Shane's name. Are you ready for it? Hold on, ladies. Let me set the mood because you really got to understand. When you hear Shane's name, it's going to totally just throw you off.
I'm kind of scared.
Shane Husky. Twitch superstar. 1-0 in professional wrestling matches.
Oh, man, the accolades.
A winner. Got his start as the Ding Kid.
Yeah.
Ding Ding.
Ding ding.
Not Bing Bong. Bing Bong. No.
But
Ding
ding ding.
You know why?
I believe.
Because you see, in the world of professional wrestling, when someone passes away, we give them 10 mil as a salute. Shane says, fuck a 10 mil. Let me go ahead and give them 12. Shane's the 12 bell Ding Ding Kid. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
This goddamn dude rang the bell 12 times and a 10 bell salute.
He's an overachiever.
Oh, man. The accolades are just growing, you know? Yeah.
Is that the only thing growing?
Maybe you want to make sure they were dead.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Cold-blooded. At least it wasn't for a cat like some promoters did. Anyway, so we go to this.
He did it for a cat? What?
Yeah, Bob Spiker did a 10 bell for a cat.
Oh, poor thing.
Ali turns around. Veer drops him, hits him with that, what's it called, Julian?
Cervical clutch.
The cervical clutch.
Circles.
For the win. Veer Mahan wins the match. After the match, Veer stands tall, music hits. Theory returns to the ring because he wants to do a selfie. He tells Veer, yo, get in the selfie, man. Get in the selfie.
No, Theory was like, hey, you know what? I seen your pictures at IKEA. Come on, you look good in the photo. Let's go.
Come on, man. Your beard's popping. Your beard's popping.
Yeah.
So Veer was like, fuck it. Why not?
Was the back of cervical clutch?
Well, what was really funny is this. After he was like, yo, jump in here. The Miz came back. He was like, yo, Miz, get in here too. So finally, your favorites, Dom and Rey Mysterio, run down to the ring to clean house. And no one was there. Even the dude they were saving was gone.
They were gonna, I guess it's gonna be the Mysterios versus
Veer and
Veer and Theory.
No. Theory. Think about it. Theory was gone. Miz was gone. Hell, even the guy they went to go save was gone. The Mysterios were just in the ring, and they were doing 2-on-1 with fucking Veer. And Veer was like, yo, I'm gonna handle you fools like a cup of ramen noodles in jail. Give me your cup soup.
Both out.
Cup of soup.
Oh man, damn it.
Cup of soup.
It's ridiculous, man. Anyway, so that was that. After that match, we go back to Becky Lynch, who's backstage with Adam Pearce, and they're arguing about the 6-pack challenge. Yep. So basically, we see the Raw Women's title match, promotes tonight as a 6-pack challenge match. It was Becky Lynch, it was Asuka, it was the Raw Women's Tag, it was the Women's Tag Team Champions, Naomi and Sasha Banks, and it was Doudrop and Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, Nikki Ash. So we're going to unpack this real quick because I don't see Becky or Asuka having heat with the champs. So could it have been
Doudrop,
Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, and Piper Niven? Because they were the only other two people involved in this match.
There were Piper Niven.
Hey, I don't write the news. I just report it.
Why would Piper Niven have heat with either with either Sasha or Naomi?
I mean, she has been squashing their ass through her matches, and apparently they did have a tag team match 2 weeks ago, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And that match was the shits. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the issue they have. Who knows?
What I
do know is
only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. Somebody is going to be like, yo, did you see that? That's how we're going to find out. So basically, it turns into a number one contenders match where it's going to be Becky Lynch versus Asuka, the winner becoming the number one contender to the Raw Women's Championship match with Bianca Belair at Hell in a Cell. Okay. So then we go. We see how the Raw Tag Team Champions, Riddle, straight up gave the massive knee bump to Roman Reigns on SmackDown.
Riddle.
Bro, let's talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Riddle is surprising the hell out of me as of late.
2 belts here, 2 belts here, and 2 belts right here. Whap! Knee to the face.
Riddle's promos are funny because he always ends it with Riddle, his RK Bro 420 says, "We just smoked your ass." Like, you're really just leaning into the pot smoker thing like a lot. Like,
I mean, pot is legal, you know.
It's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the WWE wants people to believe they're
But
family,
what amazes me
friendly.
more that they're doing it on the PGTV.
A lot on PGTV.
The thing is, a while back, I thought they were trying to get Rob Van Dam to do an anti-marijuana campaign.
A while back, Rob Van Dam was going to be the shaman for MSK.
Oh, man. Hey, dude. Rob Van Dam.
Hey, Rob.
Arm strength. Rob.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.
Good old RVD.
RVD.
Yeah, well, you know, so on and so forth. So we're gonna have the Raw Tag Team Champion Riddle versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champion Jimmy Uso. Now we talked about 50-50 booking.
Oh yes, this is definitely
this is 75-25 booking because Riddle has beaten both Jimmy and Jey Uso now.
Correct.
And they're defending the Raw Tag Team Championship against the SmackDown Tag Team Championship on Friday.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So allegedly, you know, hold on. Let's do this. I solved all my booking problems when I was doing booking. Heads, we're going to have that tag team title match. Tails, we're not.
Tails.
Oh. Whoa, look at what we got here. We're going to have the Raw and SmackDown tag team title match. That's going to end in a double disqualification.
Oh, of course.
We got a cup ahead.
Got a couple of haters.
Of course, Roman's going to interfere. He's got to get his payback.
Or Sami Zayn to get his respect back. Dude, just let the Sami Zayn thing keep going. I want it to keep going. It's great.
So tonight we have Jimmy and Jay come down together. And it said, and Corey Graves was like, well, yeah, Randy Orton had a prior family engagement. He can't be here tonight. Bullshit.
Oh.
I'm telling you right here, right now, it's about to happen. It's going to happen. And when it does happen, you guys are all going to be like, damn. The franchise really is the king of predictions. But Riddle is going to turn on Randy Orton. The moment they lose the tag team belts, he's going to fucking kill Randy.
Correct.
That's your SummerSlam match.
No, I see that. If they lose the titles, yeah, he will blame. He will
rage. He will severely rage.
Because if you think about it, and
he's holding it in.
Let's go back a few weeks before we go to commercial break. Let's go back and think about this. Who has been the one doing all these matches, singles matches? Remember, it was against the Street Profits. It was against
Riddle.
It was all Riddle.
Every one of them.
Randy
Riddle.
Randy has not really done shit to help Riddle. Remember when Riddle was getting beat up by the Alpha Academy? Riddle was being beat up by the Alpha Academy. It was all Riddle.
Yep.
And Randy was just laying out the side.
I guess I gotta help you. You know, so it's gonna happen. Riddle's gonna turn on his partner, and Riddle's gonna be, believe it or not, Randy's gonna be the face.
Which is gonna be weird.
Randy's gonna be the face in this whole thing. Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
And Riddle, who I've never seen as a heel before, only as a face, is going to be really weird.
Riddle as a heel is actually pretty good. I don't like Riddle. I don't like the whole I'm a pot smoker. I'm stupid.
Podsmoker, dude.
I know people smoke pot that aren't fucking stupid. So,
what's he gonna do? Get smart all of a sudden?
He's gonna be like, I'm with the Alpha Academy now. I have a 12.12 GPA.
Chad Gable will be like, you did defeat us in those challenges, Riddle. So yeah, we will let you in.
Chad Gable would be like, shush, you're in the group.
And by the way, I don't smoke pot anymore. I do heroin.
Wow. Wow. That was to the extreme.
Damn.
So it's not 9 o'clock yet. So what we do is we'll go to a quick commercial break, then we'll come back and we'll discuss it's almost midnight for you. Yeah. Anyway, we'll go to a quick commercial break and we'll come back and we'll discuss this singles match that was actually pretty good. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules...
You want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And like you said, great futures do start. The Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
Are you okay?
No.
We're gonna go ahead and mute Julian real quick because he is loud as fuck. So I mean, shit. This was like a really great match. I mean, I'm really surprised that it was so good. Both Riddle and Jimmy, put on a clinic, so to speak.
They did.
It was really good matches.
Because the other ones,
Riddle with the finish. Over like Jay gets ejected from ringside, and because of the distraction, obviously,
yeah,
and Riddle does the roll up of doom to win the match.
ROD.
So Riddle's the winner. The match hits. Riddle is up the ramp with his title belt. The Usos are pissed
because the tribal chief won't be happy.
No.
He's gonna whoop that ass. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna whoop that ass.
Why you failed me?
Yeah. Then we go to a Judgment Day promo.
Straight out of Hot Topic.
No hocus pocus, thank God.
No hocus pocus.
It was funny that you say no hocus pocus. They were wearing like crushed velvet, like suits, and Rhea Ripley looked pretty good in her little crushed velvet outfit.
Yeah, she looking fresh.
Like she looked a little scary, bro. She looked a little scary. Like I was like,
she might beat somebody's ass.
Even I don't want to mess with Rhea Ripley or Edge or Damian Priest at this point. Be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, they look pretty menacing. I gotta say, they look pretty freaking menacing.
And I gotta say, it was another good promo by Edge.
Yes,
Edge's promos, like
he's good at doing promos when he's a heel. Come on,
Edge is really, really good when it comes to promos. He is really good when it comes to promos. He makes you like both hate him, like you hate Edge, right? He's a dick. You hate Edge, but then you're like, damn, but what he's saying is right.
Man, did I really want him to spear Jeff Hardy off of a 25-foot hanger from the belt at WrestleMania? My God.
You got to think about it. Like, that's the truth.
Yeah,
it's the truth, man. It's the truth. It was a good match. What do you think, Julian?
Hey, man, look. So the promo was good. Damian Priest didn't do any talking, which was great. Rhea Ripley looks fantastic. Edge, inviting other people to join is a good sign that maybe we'll get, some additional members. And, we'll see who it is, but, it could be a surprise. Maybe we'll get a tag team out of it, but get a tag team to join their ranks. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree.
So the best thing about this was they asked Liv Morgan to join. I mean, both Finn Balor and AJ Styles formed a tag team, and they asked Chase Judgment Day equals House of Black. Their Wish House of Black. They're the Wish House of Black. So the Los Ethereals came back, and Shane, I hold you responsible for this shit. Shane mentioned the kiss cam.
At day one pay-per-view.
Shane was like, they should bring back the kiss cam. And I said, don't do it, Shane. Don't do it. He did it anyway.
No.
And now we have that stupid kiss cam.
This is proof that WWE watches us and they listen to the most stupidest idea that I ever had.
I can only imagine that when they brought out Alexa Bliss and then they went to commercial, that whole time she was in the ring, they were doing that kiss cam shit. And they were playing trivia and they were shooting t-shirts into the audience.
Pew.
But Shane, they're doing the kiss cam, and it's because of you.
It's because of me.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to know who brought back the kiss cam, guys, everyone, it was me. Yeah.
Yeah. What a douche. So we come back and we have AJ Styles and Finn Balor versus Los Ethereals. Now earlier in the night, AJ and Finn went to Liv Morgan and asked her to join forces with them. Now, in case you guys haven't noticed, they've been doing this Wolfpack gimmick on the house show circuit.
Yes, they have.
Yes,
so they've been doing this gimmick for a while. So she comes out wearing her cute little dress and her music and everything like that, and she comes out, and then AJ and Finn Balor come out. Now AJ and Finn Balor come out, and they face Humberto and is it Hector Garza?
Yes.
Yeah. Garza. I'm sorry. Humberto and Garza.
Angel Garza. Yeah.
So they come out and they do the kiss cam to some girl. She's in the crowd. Obviously a WWE plant.
What are you talking about? They're not WWE plans. Come on.
Yeah. No random chicks on with those two dudes kissing on them. Anyway, so this is actually a really good tag match.
This is the one that I missed. This is the one I was having.
This was a very good tag match. This was Bullet Club versus everyone else.
And it was a good tag match where even like when Los Ethereals, they were doing good on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Their gimmick aside, these are two really solid workers. These are two very good workers. And they got in the ring and they delivered for sure.
They did.
They really did.
One thing that I liked though was that they didn't diminish them as a tag team because they took over for quite a bit.
Correct.
Like they took over for quite a bit.
Yes, they have.
At the end of the match, AJ hits the phenomenal forearm, and Balor hits the coup de grace, and that was it. There was like a tag team finish right there for you.
Anybody who could take Finn Balor jumping on their chest I guess credit for me.
Dude, I'm not taking that spot, man. My abs are pretty decent, but I'm not taking no shit like that. That's gotta hurt like 1,000 times over. So after that, they all do the too sweet in the middle of the ring.
Too sweet, guys. Too sweet. Too sweet. Come on.
And the fans cheer, of course. Everyone's happy for the Bullet Club reunion. It wasn't a Bullet Club reunion. Then they go to Chad Gable and Otis backstage.
Yes.
Kevin Owens walks up wearing the I Love Sami Zayn shirt.
Yes.
He misses his best friend, Sami Zayn.
His bestie. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
He's like, well, since Seth Rollins called me a name, I'm not going to even respect him anymore.
Yeah. So Kevin Owens is pissed, right? Because Ezekiel's DNA results keep coming back. And they came back and they were inconclusive due to the fact that there was barbecue sauce.
They were contaminated. They were
contaminated. Yeah. Because
and Owens was like, yeah, I think I saw him eating a pulled pork barbecue sandwich last week.
Oh, man.
Probably generously donated by that guy who fought Veer.
Maybe he was telling the truth
Shout out to
after
Victor
all.
Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Victor Andrews. Yeah, you can tell Julian is a little offended by the fact that he did not work at a barbecue place.
Just falsified, man. Just
falsified.
False.
Does it always have to be kayfabe? Come on.
Kayfabe. Funny.
Did you see the picture I sent you guys in our chat group?
Yes.
Tell me it does not look like Elias.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I looked the guy up last week when you showed him to me, and I was like, huh, how about that?
So, ladies and gentlemen, the picture that we're talking about is a picture of a guy. His name is Jeff Gaylord. He was a WWE jobber back in the day.
I thought you were like making that last name up. I was like, wow.
No. he was a star in WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling back in the day.
Okay.
He was like actually one of the guys that people were pegging for the next Ultimate Warrior because he had the size and all that stuff, but he just didn't have he didn't have the heat, so to speak.
I can't believe you just said
did he have the work rate?
He had the work rate. He just didn't have the I'm gonna fucking hold you up for my money, Vince. he didn't have that. He didn't have that attitude going for him. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much was the whole thing. Then we go to Sonya Deville last week. Adam Pearce informs her that she's no longer a WWE official.
Yep.
But she is a WWE wrestler, and she got beat last week within 10 seconds?
10 seconds, and this one's about the same.
And now she has another match.
Alexa Bliss comes back.
Hey, does that mean that Alexa Bliss is going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records of holding 2 straight short single matches?
Well, Alexa Bliss is finally back, and she gets into the ring, and Sonya Deville did a lot more of this match than she did last match. Like Sonya got into her last match. This match was actually a match. So back from the break, Sonya comes out, and she's ready for her rematch with Alexa Bliss, who comes out with new music. And of course, Lily.
I actually liked Alexa Bliss's new music. That's just me.
Yeah, I like
Lily.
Lily.
There. Of course, Lily.
Ooh, somebody's Shop Zone said, hey, man, we got some boxes of these Lily dolls. We got to sell this shit. So get her out there.
At least it's not a human life-size dolls. I can't stand those. Just those things.
Hey, those Lily dolls were hot sellers in the market. Like people were buying those things like right away.
At least it's not going ding.
Oh, I hate that.
It's not going bing bong. With a wink.
I hate dolls that are life-size. I can't stand that.
No hocus pocus, Jason.
No, thank God. Man, we missed you on the show, Jason. You've been around for a while, man.
Yeah, Jason, glad to have you back.
I did tell you about me coming to California in July, right, Julian?
Sure did.
Okay. So after the match, Alexa Bliss won the match once again with a DDT. Then we get something that was kind of advertised throughout the whole show. And Julian, this is your fault. Because Julian said, when they start mentioning, oh man, these things are going to happen top of the hour, it worked. Because they literally, when the show started, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes into the show, they put up a Cody counter.
Dude, Cody is gonna have a massive paycheck, man.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes will be here in 1 hour and 55 minutes.
Let me tell
1
you
hour and
guys
30
about Cody
minutes.
Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came into the WWE, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he is doing some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cody is doing the shit. Like Cody is like, yo, if I'm coming back, I'm
I
coming
want
back on my
everything.
terms. This is what we're gonna do. Whether you like it or not, we're going to do this. You can go fuck yourself if you're not gonna let me do it. Cody has literally put down the gauntlet. Cody has been the guy who came out and said, Cody is doing so much, he changed the rules of the Money in the Bank. He was like,
he did.
Those people who the person, man or woman, who wins the Money in the Bank will headline WrestleMania. The guy who won the Royal Rumble is like, shit, I guess I'm out of a gig.
Well, I mean, okay, this is how I put it. WrestleMania is 2 nights. And I guess they just needed someone to main event the first night while the other one main events the second night.
That's not the point.
I see what you're saying, Shane, but the whole point of the Money in the Bank is...
No, I completely where you're coming from. The Money in the Bank
came up with that whole gimmick.
Yeah.
When Chris Jericho came up with the Money in the Bank gimmick. It was like, so the guy can get a title shot whenever he felt like it.
Whenever.
Correct.
Surprise, motherfucker. Suitcase. That's what it was.
Surprise, bitch.
Now it's like, and they're going to be the main event of WrestleMania. Cody did that, and the writers, like Fightful, it was like, yo, even the writers were like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So Cody's going to main event both nights next year.
LOL. Instead of Cena wins, it's Cody wins. LOL.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Cody's the man, bro.
Yeah.
Cody's the man. Changing the rules. Got a Cody counter. Comes out and cuts the most scathing, life-altering, like, you're going to have to kill me promo. I was like, dude, why does he got to be so emotional every week? Why does he got to make me cry every week, man? He was like, I'll see you in hell.
Hell in a hell.
But there are 2 things to this promo that I want to highlight. One, Cody is such a great storyteller.
He really is.
Like, he is so great at storytelling. He's so great at just sucking in the crowd and making the crowd like wait on bated breath on everything that he's saying. And then the second thing, what in the absolute shit was Seth Rollins wearing? Was it like one of Jeff Hardy's old shirts and a dress jacket? Like, what was he wearing?
I don't even know, honestly.
Hey, look, man, if you notice, whenever Becky gets her clothes made, he says, I'll take one too.
He was like, let me get the scraps.
You got some of that material left over? Yeah, make me a shirt.
Yeah, sure.
Make me a shirt.
Like, honestly, what do I have to do to become Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch's best friend to go look in their closet and see what the hell they have? I want to know.
I don't know, man, but they're still in their clothes in Liberace, so I mean, you can have to look in his closet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they announced the match. Third match. So we know in this third match, Seth Rollins is gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I chose Seth Rollins last time.
Dude. Yeah, you should. The story with Cody, dude, they're putting Cody up so big.
And if they're gonna have an actual one-sided feud like they are doing with John Cena and all of his feuds, like,
then people are gonna not be interested in Cody anymore. Correct. They're gonna be tired of it. Like, oh, great, this guy's gonna be another Cena where he's gonna have like 10,000 victories and no losses. Like, my mom used to say this to me when I was little. You can't beat everybody all the time, because if you do, they won't want to play with you anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, do you think the fans are going to sit back and watch Cody win another match?
Yeah, they're going to have to let Seth Rollins win this one.
So Seth is going to win that match.
Yeah.
Totally takes the excitement out for me, because now I know Cody's winning the match. Now I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? But if I know Seth is winning the match, oh, that's right. That right there is going to be heat, because now we have more excitement.
Yes, but all I know is I better see a Crossroads off the damn cell.
You're a sick person.
Yes. Hey, he did a freaking Crossroads off the apron at freaking Wrestle Kingdom.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That's true. So we go into the promo, and the promo is like he's like back in 2012. Rollins came to the WWE as part of the Shield. The boys in the back were mad. Rhodes says he was mad. He didn't win the title. He didn't win much. He was a jobber back then. He was like, I painted my face, dead with a smile, looking up at the lights most nights. But that was the thing. He endured. He learned so much from that loss, and now he's like, "Yo, okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm not gonna be the American dream. So why not embrace the American nightmare?" And dude, that right there, that one line, that was it, bro. That was it.
Oh yeah, jump off the cell through a flaming table. Yes, exactly. That needs to happen. With barbed wire.
But Cody's not a heel.
Dude, that promo put Cody over so dangerous. You're right, dude. Cody's no longer a heel.
He's just trying to be a champion.
Cody just wants to be a winner.
The biggest heel move that he ever made on AEW was like, all right, these people want me to turn heel. Sign the WWE contract.
Right? He was like, you want me to be a heel? I'm going to go right back to Vince. I'm going to Vince.
Literally the most biggest heel turn you could ever do.
Well, if we see Cody get in the cage and he looks like he got scabies on his back, we know something's going to catch fire.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he'll actually hit the spot right this time. Who knows?
Maybe.
His wife might come off the fire again.
Bernie's like, so how can I mess this up and not mess this up at the same time?
How can I not kill myself but kill myself at the same time? Yeah, that's
yep.
Pretty much it. So like I said, the end all be all. This is a great promo. Cody is a great storyteller. Great storyteller. Like, man, I buy into everything Cody is selling. Cody, take my money. Just take my money. That's how good it was. But then we go to your boy Ezekiel versus Chad Gable.
Yeah, Bill.
I don't know what to say. I'm just not going to say anything about this match. You guys talk about this match, because if I talk about it, I'm going to get really frustrated because...
All right.
So, look, it was a decent match. I think, Chad Gable, no bad matches. He works with what he's given. And I don't think Ezekiel's a bad worker either. So they put on a good match. My man Otis had the blindside attack from the outside, which was great, which is what he needs to do more often. What they're exactly wrestling about, I don't know. But, okay, they're wrestling. They're wrestling because the DNA was faulty. They're wrestling because to make Ezekiel... you know what? They should have a submission match where Ezekiel has to admit that he's he's Elias.
You know what? Instead of a I quit match, it says I am Elias match.
Yeah, I'm Elias match.
Yep.
Look, man, I'm so tired of the whole fucking Elias. I'm not Elias. I'm Ezekiel. I'm Jeff Gaylord. I'm so tired of the whole thing. Next thing he's gonna say is, "Hi, my name is so and so, and I'm an alcoholic." I don't give a shit about all that. I'm so sick and tired of it.
You're thinking Lacy Evans.
Ezekiel wins the match. You know what else I mean? I'm not talking about that either. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. I will leave the show so you guys can talk about that. That's how I'm so tired of that shit. I am.
What?
24/7 rule. 24/7. It was R-Truth. R-Truth is such a goddamn clown. The fact that he just walked up, threw the paper in the trash can, and was like, 5, 4, 3, 2.
No. Hold on. He said if you're gonna find Tozawa, you gotta think
like a Tozawa.
Yeah. Whoa, look at this. The Nightmare Factory. Wow, QT Marshall just retweeted my tweet.
Oh.
My tweet says Cody Rhodes killing the promo game tonight. Man, he can tell a story. By the way,
shit.
what the fuck is Seth wearing? Nightmare Factory retweeted it. Shout outs to the Nightmare Factory. Thank you very much, QT Marshall.
Straight from the bowling alley. Come on.
Straight from the bowling alley.
I wonder if he has league nights. He probably do.
Yeah. I'm just this 24/7 thing. Dana Brooke, she tells Truth she's thankful. Thank you for doing that. And Truth's like, yo, I want to shout the championship. So
he wants his baby
Dana
back.
Brooke shoves him away, and she takes off running right into Carmella. Hits Carmella, and boy, Carmella is a savage. Because the shit that she said had my heart broken. I was like, damn, calm down, Carmella. Why you so mean? Like,
She's
damn.
mean, girl.
You get your burn book over there too? Like, damn. She was mean. She straight up said, she said, Dana is so sorry. She goes, Dana is a sorry excuse for a competitor and a wife. Wow. My husband can't keep his hands off me. Your husband, and Dana Brooks says, well, you haven't been relevant since the chinless guy.
Oh, man.
Words here. Bye.
Like that one meme is like, damn. That was it. It was over.
Haven't been relevant since the chinless guy.
Oh, shit.
Man, that was a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Now he's wrestling on GTS.
Yeah, if that. But hey, she wasn't lying.
She wasn't.
Although I will say, Mela is money.
Mela is money.
Mela is money.
All right.
The chinless guy.
Chin.
Wow.
Like this. Chin.
The little rapist boy. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to walk away from that one.
Hey.
Man. Anyway, so there we go.
Does that make Dana Brooke a heel for telling the truth?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, you blasted her by saying she was a horrible wife.
Yeah.
Poor Reggie.
Poor Reggie.
Poor Simpson. I mean, Reggie. So then we go back to in the ring. Like she's walking out to the ring. She's wearing her bodysuit that's like 1999 Lita, with her thong hanging out, and she's saluting people as a soldier. I'm sorry, but any military person I know does not wear a bodysuit with their ass cheeks hanging out. And you want to look at her?
Can we stop with this whole USA shit?
Their sides hanging out anyway.
Like the USA gimmick thing is so overly played. Like it's not the 80s anymore. Let's just stop that. Come on now.
Yeah, she's the new hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh.
Wow, you can't say that, man. You can't say that. Because he screamed "ho" all the time, and he had a big piece of wood. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You'll get canceled. So Lacy Evans is in the ring, and she basically is standing in the ring talking about the same shit she's been talking about the last 3 weeks. Give her a fucking match.
Well, she said that she's as good as or better than any of the girls in the back.
No, what she said was she's good, but none of the other women are better than her. So Are you a heel saying you're better than everyone else? Are you a face because you're a good soldier? Are you a stripper? Like, what the hell are you? What is her gimmick?
That she sends people to the concession stand.
Wow. She's the popcorn vendor, is that what you're saying?
She's the merch driver.
She's the merch driver. Okay.
She has a gimmick that has a lot of parent issues. I don't know.
So let me go to the number one contenders match. Becky Lynch versus Asuka. And I gotta say, with Bianca Belair at ringside, this was actually a pretty fucking good match.
For something that got put together at the last minute.
Yeah, last
This was
minute.
just fine to me.
Jason's right. Her gimmick is that she's a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand what they're doing with her.
Hmm.
None of it makes any sense. So yeah, it's baffling. It baffles me. It just I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
All right, listen, no, time for talking is over, Julian.
It's time for the main event.
Yeah.
you know what? You guys are both. Oh, wait a minute.
Can't find the mute button.
Uh-oh.
Breaking
What?
news.
Wait a second. Wait. The other shoe has dropped, huh?
What?
Show this thread. Let me read this. You are approached in February as being part of a tag team after both being promised a big feud at WrestleMania. You bite the bullet and put everything you got into being a tag team. It works. You get over, win the titles at WrestleMania, become merch pushers. Huh.
Okay.
5 weeks into your reign, you show up live on TV, ready to work. You were told you'd be in the main event. You're happy. You both are there. Told that you will be going over from pinning the other.
So what they
Wait a
say
second.
is,
You have questions why the decision was made and how it helps y'all. You request a meeting with your boss to discuss it. Your boss takes the meeting and everything is actually going well. He understands your concerns. The meeting ends well and the match is told to be reconstructed for some reason. Producers get mad about it. You then ask with one of the other members going over what happens to your titles. You're told basically that you will just be carrying the belts. They want to use you both to help build the women's division to get more over. Bianca versus Naomi, Sasha versus Ronda. Neither one of you will win the solo titles. You won't defend your tag titles until Money in the Bank. You ask for another meeting with your boss, but this time you're being called spoiled. A producer walks away screaming. He comes back and tells you to both fix your attitudes. You have a brief meeting amongst yourselves and decide to stand up for yourselves. You go to another boss. You make it clear you just have your concerns. You ask why you were even in the match and why aren't the other women in it. You ask why your titles have no story for 2 months. Again, you're met with fix your attitudes. So after one final meeting with yourselves, you asking each other to make the final decision as a team. It's sad how one side is trying to create a fucked up narrative. Also, it was asked why were Nikki ASH and Doudrop in the match instead of starting their program tonight. Naomi nor Sasha talked down about being in the ring with either one of them. That's how it got flipped. Wow, that right there makes a lot of sense. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, listen, don't just hear.
Yep.
Man, this story is going to be crazy.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, considering what you just read, the plan was in the six-pack challenge to have Naomi pin Sasha, I guess, and then have Naomi go against Bianca, not win, and then at some point have Sasha go against Ronda Rousey and not win. That doesn't build the tag team championships. And again, it's
so
if you're talking about elevating titles.
Let me rephrase this real quick before you go any further. Okay. The person who spoke about this is a friend of Naomi's. She follows him on Twitter, and he posted it on Twitter. He's following 85 people, and they're all WWE people that he follows. Some of them aren't. Most of his people he's following are bots, except for NXT UK or NXT. But if you go look at who's following him, he's followed by Brian Walters. So Trinity Fatu, who happens to be Naomi, is following him on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So this guy is a writer, and this is where you're getting it.
Okay.
There hasn't been anything posted on their page. Nothing on Trinity's page.
Jason also said it just shows that the tag titles don't matter.
But the guy who posted it is featured on Trinity's page. So
but Sasha said on her Twitter page, "Believe this time that I'm taking it personal." And she posted a picture of her and Naomi holding the tag team belts.
Interesting.
All right. I'm one of those guys. I'm not going to report nothing or even speak on something unless I hear it from the horse's mouth. The horse's mouth. So, I mean, this gentleman that was reporting, saying the things that he was saying, was someone that is friends with Sasha, is like Bailey. Bailey. That is friends with Naomi. And like he's a writer, so he's not saying he's a writer for the WWE, but he's a writer. And then you just said yourself that you saw it on Sasha's page.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what else can be said? Like what else can be said? You know what I'm saying? Like it's real. So I mean, do we see the fall of the women's tag team titles?
Jason said, "LOL, Sasha likely break incoming."
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, think about it. I would take a break too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, think about I'd be done, bro. Like, yo, I'm getting treated like a wet food stamp over here, man. Like, I'm good. Like,
gross.
Go fuck with someone else. Yeah, man. This story just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier.
We won't know for sure until we hear what actually happened.
I mean, someone is going to
break.
Yeah, so I mean, and they're being very professional about it. Like they're not like, yeah, the WWE did this to me and they suck and blah blah blah. A lot of people go and they do shoot interviews. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can see. I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down. The news is gonna be by tomorrow morning. We're gonna have 1,000 issues when it comes to this. And here's the thing: this is what bothers me about this whole scenario. Random people are talking about this, right? But the fact that the WWE buried their champions on TV.
Correct.
That's saying something.
They went on TV and they were like, you had a commentator say, well, yeah, these guys were unprofessional and they just left the arena. Like, so I mean, you can be like, oh, it's a work. This
I don't think it's a work at all.
No, I don't think it's a work at all. And I think that some people are pissed. And like you said, this time I'm taking that was April 11th that she pinned that tweet.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. It's crazy.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Anyway, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about anything on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, which we actually do. But Shane, let me tell you something that made me laugh.
What?
Nikita Lyons is being followed on Twitter now.
Oh, yeah?
By Drake.
Oh, really?
Saw that.
Drake is following her on Twitter. So, Shane, you got some competition, bro.
Oh, man.
Because, Drake, Drake could be like, you used to call me on my cell phone, like Drake ain't playing around, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do about Drake?
He might escort her to the ring for SummerSlam or something.
Oh man, Shane, what are you gonna do?
Oh, Shane.
I gotta think of a plan.
Oh man, Shane gotta think of a plan. Y'all don't want Shane thinking of plans. That's how shit gets so awry.
He don't have Twitch. He ain't got a game like you.
Bro, Shane's the Twitch superstar, man.
Yep, that's correct.
So
Baja
Shane,
Blast.
tell these people where they can watch the Twitch superstar in action.
Oh man, well you can find me at Husky_518, and I also have a little bit of an announcement, but I'm gonna wait and hold on to that next week.
No, don't wait, Shane.
Well,
Tell
anyway,
the people.
Anyway, there's this cause show that I'll be making that was with all wrestling cause, and it's a show called NWOW. It is a wrestling cause show that me and my friends have been wanting to do for 10 straight long years. And it's going to be simulated video and editing, like what FAM and Jam is doing. And I have all 8 matches confirmed, and the video for the match card will be uploaded as soon as I get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Shane is doing the most, ladies and gentlemen. So much.
Shane's like you're doing work, man. Look at him.
Man, Shane over here, like he's trying to make a love connection. Like Shane's like, yo, I can't let Nikita Lyons get away.
Get this Twitch money right now.
Gotta get that Twitch money. Speaking of channels, Julian, where can they watch this, man?
Oh man. 2 days a week. You don't want to watch this online. You don't want to watch this on cable. You don't want to watch this on your phone.
Who does that anyway?
You don't want to watch this on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. None of that.
None.
If you're in the Portland, Oregon area and you have cable, tell you what, you have 3 chances a week. 3
How many
chances a week? No excuse.
What?
3 chances a week from the company
3?
to watch us on the large video scope or the small one. I don't know what kind of TV you got.
Big screen.
The little CRT or the big LED. I don't know.
Man.
But you can catch us on Mondays at 10 p.m. on channel 22 Xfinity TV and channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. Or you can catch us on Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. on channel 23 Xfinity TV and channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. Or you messed up on Monday, you messed up on Tuesday, you can catch us on Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. on channel 11, both Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, that's a lot of times. Man, Julian, look, let these cats know where they can find you on social media.
Oh man, where?
Hey, Twitter, Instagram, you find me at Chemical Julian. Don't add me on Facebook because if I didn't know you before, I'm not going to know you now.
I will say, don't add him on Facebook. Y'all can add me on Twitter because I like it. Twitter is toxic, so
toxic.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, you can always go check it out at www.503originals.com. That is www.503originals.com. Ladies and gentlemen, you can always get us on Twitter. You know, go do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. If you ain't following us on Twitter, go follow us right now at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast on the big Twitter machine. We are trying to get to 5,000 followers by July 1st. My birthday, July 1st. Go follow this channel. Go follow this channel. Go follow us. Fall in love with us. Marry Shane.
Especially with me. Fall in love with me. Definitely.
Shane wants a wife. You want to check out some news, go to bodyslam.net for all your wrestling news needs. That's www.bodyslam.net. In case you didn't know, boom is right there.
Boom.
Yeah, man. And you know what they say, man. You know what they say. Sometimes when things go awry, you gotta get that bread out. You get that bread out, you gotta feed the ducks.
Feed
the ducks. Time it is now, ladies and gentlemen.
And like those
it is time
at
to talk about donating to bodyslam.net to help keep this website going.
PayPal.
And we continue to bring you a wide, throbbing, very, very visceral, very, very thick and throbbing, pulsating storylines, pulsating news from the wrestling world and MMA.
Cash money.
Cash
All you
out.
gotta do is pop a little shoe like my boy Shane and go to www.slamchats.com
and slide us some of that cash.
That's right, www.slamchats.com.
The lights on.
And with that being said, for the husky one himself, Mr. Shane 518, for the mixologist himself, Chemical Julian, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. And one more time before we go, ladies and gentlemen, make Nikita Lyons.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.